Trump has ordered the database on federal police misconduct shut down. President Trump has ordered the shutdown of the first nationwide database tracking misconduct by federal police officers. The database prevented bad cops from jumping from agency to agency. Trump reversed Biden's order creating the database, even though Trump proposed the idea himself. Biden's executive order 14074, established a national database of police misconduct and required all federal law enforcement agencies to participate and use the database to screen personnel. So what did Biden's executive order accomplish? It banned the use of chokeholds and carotid restraints, quote, unless deadly force is authorized, and restricted the use of no-knock warrants or entries. It ensued timely and thorough investigations and consistent discipline. It also mandated body-worn camera policies and the expedited public release of footage in cases of serious bodily injury or deaths and custody for all federal agencies. It restricted the transfer of federal purchases of military equipment that belongs on the battlefield, not on our streets. It also tracked data on use of force incidents. The move by Trump fulfills a campaign promise to reverse police reforms that came out of the 2020 Black Lives Matter protests following the murder of George Floyd. As of September 2024, there were 4,790 records of federal officer misconduct between 2018 and 2023 inside of the database. That's according to a report released last year, Open News new tab. Trump himself had proposed creating a database on, quote, instances of excessive use of force related to law enforcement matters in June 2020 after the murder of George Floyd. The national database encompassed nearly 150,000 federal officers and agents from the FBI and IRS down to the Railroad Retirement Board. Per the Post, all 90 executive branch agencies with law enforcement officers had provided thousands of disciplinary records dating back to 2017. A report issued by the Justice Department in December said. Understand this is happening because Trump is bringing in his cronies in order to do his bidding. And this is what it looks like when special interests and oligarchs, people who don't generally give a damn about you, this is what it looks like. This is how it happens. They're trying to simply create a veil. They want to create a barrier so that you don't see everything that's about to happen. But it gives you an indication that something is about to go down. Trump doesn't care about the police, evidenced by how he decided to release individuals who threatened, harassed, and brutalized cops on January 6th during that infamous day. Don't care about the police. He cares about his own interests and furthering that interest through policy. That's what's happening here. And this isn't just about police reform. It is about advocating for the communities you serve. You see, one thing that 91% of people agree with in the United States of America, regardless of political affiliation, is that there needs to be some level of police reform. Now, there's dissension about how much police reform, but 91% of Americans believe that police reform is required. 91%. Here we go. You get 0. All right, Francesca, thoughts?
Yeah, and this is under the Biden administration that they established this misconduct board. The Biden administration, how many years, how many decades have Americans, innocent, unarmed Americans, been gunned down by cops, been brutalized by police, and then their aggressors, traded like cards to different departments where they can continue being, bullies, being basically, deputize gangs in their communities. And so again, remember, this was just something recent, and all it is, hey, maybe there should be a database. Hey, maybe there should be some limitations on weapons of war going to local police departments. Maybe we should just, rein that in a little bit. No, and even that is too much, and I'm someone who's super critical of the Biden administration for not doing more in response to one of the biggest movements I've seen in my lifetime, the Black Lives Matter movement in 2020, obviously piggybacking off of the 2014 movement, and on and on and on. And all we got was, okay, we're going to do a little bit more oversight, which is, yes, very welcome, but this is why we need to keep fighting against the backlash, Doc, because we are living in the backlash of the BLM movement. A lot of people are trying to rewrite history, trying to rewrite who George Floyd was and who Derek Chauvin is, and on and on and on. And so it shows like Indisputable that are reporting on this police misconduct and brutality that we need to keep supporting and we need to keep doing, and all the amazing journalists that you guys highlight throughout the show. So it's on us, like it's always been.
Yeah. Well said, and we thank you for your leadership. We are thankful for everyone who watches Indisputable and provides that light to the rest of the world. Remember, light is information, light is truth, light is wisdom, all right?